Hello coin collectors and history lovers. Welcome back to Worth Old Coins, the home of rare and valuable coins from all around the world. Today, we're counting down the top 7 most valuable UK coins that every collector dreams of finding. These coins may look ordinary, but some of them are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market. We'll look at each coin's history, mint mark condition, and current market value. So make sure to watch till the end to see which one takes. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss the next rare coin video from Worth Old Coins. Now let's dive into. So let's get straight. Top 1. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1982 as part of a new decimal coinage system. Before this, Britain had already replaced shillings and pence, but the 20 pence was a brand new addition designed to make change easier in everyday transactions. The 1983 Elizabeth II 20 pence features the first crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by artist Arnold Machin, which was used on British coins from 1968 to 1984. On the reverse side, designed by William Gardner, you'll see the iconic Tudor rose, a beautiful symbol of England's royal heritage, placed within a heptagonal 7-sided shape unique to this denomination. This year marked one of the earliest full production runs for the 20p coin, which makes it a fascinating piece of numismatic history. The 1983 20 pence coin was minted by the Royal Mint, and during this period, most of the coins did not carry any specific mint mark. This coin was struck in copper-nickel composition, weighing 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.4 millimeters. The mintage was quite large. Tens of millions were produced, but only a small fraction survived in extra fine or uncirculated condition. Collectors especially seek out coins that were part of proof sets or circulation mint errors, as these can command much higher prices today. Finding a 1983 20 pence in extra fine condition is quite rare because most circulated heavily. An extra fine coin means the Queen's portrait and the Tudor rose still show strong details, minimal wear, and clear edges. Collectors also look for die rotation errors or off-center strikes, which make the coin even more desirable. In auctions and online markets, such coins have been seen selling for tens or even hundreds of dollars, depending on condition and demand at market value. So, how much is the 1983 Elizabeth II 20 pence coin worth today? In average circulated condition, its value is around $1 to $3 USD. However, in extra fine condition, the price can rise to $15 to $30 USD. If you're lucky enough to have an uncirculated coin or one with a unique mint error, collectors could pay up to $100 or more. Market values fluctuate based on coin grading, metal quality, and collector interest, and lately, British pre-decimal and early decimal coins have been gaining popularity worldwide. The Elizabeth II 20 pence 1983 coin is more than just small change. It's a piece of modern British history. It represents the evolution of coinage under Queen Elizabeth II and remains one of the most collected decimal coins in the UK to SO. If you have one of these coins in your collection, especially in extra fine condition, hold on to it, because it's getting rarer each year and could become even more valuable in the future. Top 2. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in 1982, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, as part of the UK's decimalisation series, which aimed to simplify the currency system. By 1984, the coin was still fairly new to the public, but it had already gained popularity for its unique heptagonal shape, which made it easy to identify by touch. The obverse side of the coin features the crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Arnold Machin. On the reverse side, you'll see the iconic Tudor rose, a symbol of England designed by William Gardner, representing unity and royal tradition. This combination of artistry and history makes the 1984 20 pence coin a perfect reflection of British culture and monarchy during the late 20th century. The 1984 Elizabeth II 20 pence coin was produced by the Royal Mint in Lancashire, Wales, one of the most respected mints in the world. Each coin was made using copper-nickel, a durable blend of copper and nickel, ensuring longevity even in circulation. It weighs 5 grams, measures 21.4 millimeters in diameter, and has a 7-sided shape, which was a groundbreaking design feature for the UK currency at that time. Although millions of these coins were minted for circulation, only a small fraction survived in extra fine or uncirculated condition, making them rare for collectors today. Now, let's talk about the importance of condition. That a 1984 20-pence coin in extra fine condition shows minimal, where the Queen's portrait is crisp, the details of the Tudor rose remain sharp, and the edges and lettering are clean and clear. Most coins from this period were heavily used in daily transactions, so finding one that's still in such great condition is becoming increasingly rare. Collectors are particularly drawn to era coins from this period, such as off-center strikes, die rotation errors, or coins with faint details, all of which can significantly boost market value. Market value. Let's move on to the part that everyone wants to know: the market value of the 1984 Elizabeth II 20-pence coin today, that in circulated condition. This coin usually sells for around $1 to $3 USD. But in extra fine condition, prices rise to about $10 to $25 US, depending on shine, clarity, and demand. And if you happen to own a proof version or an era coin, collectors have paid up to $100 US or more for rare examples. The 1984 issue continues to gain popularity as more collectors from the UK, Europe, and the US seek early decimal coins from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, especially after her long and historic reign came to an end in 2022. Historical value. Beyond its price, the 1984 20-pence coin holds real historical and emotional value. It represents Britain's evolution from traditional designs to modern minting, while still honoring the royal legacy through the Queen's elegant portrait and the symbolic Tudor rose. Each coin from this era tells a story of change, heritage, and craftsmanship that connects collectors to the past in a powerful way. So, if you have a 1984 Elizabeth II 20-pence coin, take a closer look. If it's in extra fine condition, don't spend it. It could be a small piece of British history with growing collector value. Keep it safe and consider getting it graded to confirm its worth. Top 3. The 20-pence coin was introduced in 1982 as part of the UK's decimal coinage system, by 1988. It had already become a regular part of British currency. But collectors soon noticed that certain years, including 1988, were minted in lower quantities compared to earlier issues. The obverse side of this coin features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the famous sculptor Raphael Makloff. This version of the Queen's portrait shows her wearing the royal diadem crown, symbolizing strength, continuity, and grace. On the reverse side, you'll find the classic Tudor rose, designed by William Gardner, representing England's unity and royal heritage. This timeless design made the 20-pence coin a cultural and historical piece that still fascinates collectors today. The 1988 20-pence coin was minted by the Royal Mint in Lancashire, Wales, one of the most advanced and trusted mints in the world. It was struck in copper-nickel alloy, giving it durability and a bright silvery tone. Each coin weighs about 5 grams, has a 21.4 millimeter diameter, and a unique 7-sided heptagonal shape, which helps people easily distinguish it by touch. While millions were minted for circulation, only a limited number remain today in extra fine or uncirculated condition, which is why collectors value them so much. When we talk about extra fine condition, it means the coin has been handled carefully, showing only the slightest signs of wear. The Queen's portrait remains clear and detailed, while the Tudor rose on the back retains its sharp lines and shine. Coins from 1988 are often found with scratches, dirt, or wear from daily use, so finding one in extra fine condition is becoming harder every year. Collectors also keep an eye out for mint errors, such as double strikes, off-center impressions, or weak lettering. If your coin has any of these features, it could be worth many times more than its face value. Market value. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the Elizabeth II 20-pence 1988 coin. In circulated condition, this coin usually sells for around $1 to $2 USD. However, if your coin is in extra fine condition, its value can increase to around $10 to $25 US, depending on brightness and collector demand. Rare proof or mint era coins can sell for $50 to $100 US, especially if they are certified by a professional grading company. Because of the growing interest in Queen Elizabeth II's historical coinage, the 1988 20 pence has started to gain attention among international collectors, especially after the Queen's passing, which increased the sentimental and historical value of all her coins. Historical value and collector interest. The 1988 20 pence coin represents a fascinating chapter of British numismatic history. It belongs to the third portrait era of Queen Elizabeth II, a period when modern minting techniques were combined with traditional artistry. Collectors appreciate this coin not just for its design, but for what it symbolizes: a moment of continuity in Britain's modern royal legacy. Many experts believe that early decimal coins from the 1980s will continue to rise in value over the coming years, especially those in top condition. So, if you have one, don't spend it, save it. The 1988 Elizabeth II 20 pence coin is more than just small change. It's a miniature piece of British history. Its sharp design, royal connection, and rarity make it a collectible worth keeping for the future. Top 4. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in 1982, during Queen Elizabeth II's reign, as part of the UK's move toward a fully decimal currency system. By 1990. It had already established itself as a standard coin in circulation, but coins from this year hold special collector interest because of their low survival rate in top condition. The obverse of the coin features a striking portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf, which was used from 1985 to 1997. In this portrait, the Queen wears the royal diadem crown, symbolizing tradition, dignity, and continuity, an image that captures her strength and leadership through a changing Britain. The reverse side shows the beautiful Tudor rose, the national floral emblem of England, designed by William Gardner. Its bold and symmetrical look made this coin one of the most recognizable in the UK series. The 1990 20 pence coin was minted by the Royal Mint in Lancashire, Wales. It is made of copper-nickel alloy, giving it a silver-like shine and high durability. It weighs about 5 grams, measures 21.4 millimeters in diameter, and has the unique 7-sided heptagonal shape, a signature design that helps it stand out among other British coins. Although millions were made for circulation, very few remain in extra fine condition, as most were used in everyday trade. For decades, the coin in extra fine condition means it has been lightly handled, showing only minor signs of wear. The Queen's portrait remains crisp and detailed, with visible hair texture and crown lines, while the Tudor rose on the reverse side still glows, with sharp edges. Finding a 1990 20 pence coin with such preservation is becoming more and more difficult each year. Collectors often look for these coins with no scratches, strong luster, and clear lettering. These factors can double or even triple their market value. There are also era coins known from this era, such as off-center strikes or weak minting, which can make them even more valuable in the collector's market. Market value. Now let's talk about the real market value of the 1990 Elizabeth II 20 pence coin. In regular circulated condition, it's worth around $1 to $2 USD. However, if your coin is in extra fine condition, collectors can pay anywhere between $10 and $25 US, depending on its shine and sharpness. Uncirculated or proof quality pieces can sell for $50 or more, especially when graded by professional services such as NGC or PGS. And here's something interesting: after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, demand for her older coin series rose significantly, especially from collectors in the UK, USA, and Canada, driving prices even higher in auctions and online markets. Historical value and collector interest. The 1990 20 pence belongs to a very important era of British coinage, the late 20th century, when designs were modernized, but the traditional royal symbols were still proudly displayed. Collectors treasure this coin because it connects two worlds: the classic artistry of earlier coins and the efficiency of modern minting. That it's not just about its metal, it's about the history, culture, and memories it holds. For those building a complete Elizabeth II 20 pence collection, the 1990 issue is a must-have, especially in extra fine condition. Future value and advice. Experts believe that coins from the 1980s and 1990s are becoming the next big trend in British coin collecting. As older coins get worn out or lost, the ones in great condition will naturally rise in value. Top 5. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in 1982 during Queen Elizabeth II's reign as part of the UK's move to a decimalized coinage system. BY 1991. The 20 pence had become a common coin in daily circulation, but coins from this year carry special interest due to their limited survival in collectible condition. The obverse of the 1991 coin features the third official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. In this portrait, the Queen wears the royal diadem crown, the same crown she traditionally wore for the state opening of Parliament. The design reflects her calm authority and royal dignity, a timeless image that has become iconic across the Commonwealth. The reverse side of the coin features the elegant Tudor rose, designed by William Gardner, surrounded by the inscription 20 pence. This design beautifully represents the unity and heritage of England's royal past. The 1991 20 pence coin was minted by the Royal Mint in Lancashire, Wales, one of the most advanced mints in the world. It was struck in copper-nickel alloy, which gives it a silvery appearance and great durability. This coin weighs 5 grams, has a 21.4 millimeters diameter, and features the famous 7-sided heptagonal shape that makes the 20 pence instantly recognizable. Although millions were minted, only a small fraction remain today in fine or better condition, as most were heavily used in circulation during the 1990s. When we talk about a fine condition coin, it means the coin has visible wear from regular use, but still retains most of its main features. On the obverse, Queen Elizabeth's portrait will show some smoothing, especially around the hair and crown, but the major details remain visible. The Tudor rose on the reverse will also show minor flattening, but the outlines are clear and readable. While this isn't a mint or proof coin, finding a 1991 20 pence in fine condition is still worth attention because as time passes, coins from the early 1990s are becoming harder to find in any decent condition. Collectors also search for era coins from this era, such as misaligned dies, double strikes, or weak edges, which can make their value shoot up quickly. Market value. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the current market value of the Elizabeth II 20 pence 1991 coin. In circulated or fine condition, this coin is worth around $1 to $3 to most collectors. If it's in very fine or extra fine condition, that value can rise to between $8 and $20, depending on sharpness and shine. Coins that are uncirculated or proof quality, especially those kept sealed by the Royal Mint, can reach prices as high as $50 to $100 on collector platforms and auction sites. Collectors in the UK, USA, and Canada are especially interested in these coins not only for their design but also because they represent an era that's now over, following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Historical value and collector interest. The 1991 20 pence coin represents a stable and memorable time in British numismatic history. This was a period when the UK was strengthening its decimal currency system and maintaining its royal imagery through classic coin designs. Many collectors today consider the 1980s and 1990s Elizabeth II coins as the next generation of valuable coins as older decimal coins begin to disappear from circulation. If you're building a complete Queen Elizabeth II collection, this 1991 issue is an important piece to include. It's a connection to Britain's modern past, small in size, but rich in history. Future value and advice. As years go by, the number of 1,991 20 pence coins in fine or better condition will continue to drop. Collectors and investors expect their value to slowly increase, especially as early decimal coins gain more historical recognition. Top 6. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in 1982, becoming one of the key denominations in Britain's new decimal currency system. BY 1992. This coin had already become a familiar part of daily transactions, but that year's issue holds a special place in numismatic history. The 1992 coin features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Raphael Maklauf. In this portrait, the Queen is wearing the royal diadem crown, which she traditionally wore to open each session of Parliament. The detailed design reflects dignity, grace, and a strong symbol of continuity for the British monarchy. On the reverse side, we see the classic Tudor rose, beautifully designed by William Gardner. This rose design represents the unity of England and is surrounded by the words 20 pence. It's a timeless and elegant design that stayed on the coin for more than 2 decades. The 1992 20 pence coin was minted by the Royal Mint in Lancashire, South Wales. The IT was struck in copper-nickel alloy, giving it its distinctive silver shine and durability. The coin weighs 5 grams, measures 21.4 millimeters in diameter, and has a 7-sided heptagonal shape, a design that makes the 20 pence instantly recognizable by touch alone. While millions were produced, many were lost, worn out, or melted down over the years. Finding one in fine condition today is becoming increasingly uncommon. The 1992 20 pence in fine condition means that it has been circulated but still retains all of its major design details. The Queen's portrait may show moderate wear, especially on her hair and crown, but her facial features are still visible. The reverse Tudor rose may have slight smoothing around the petals, but remains clear and readable, although not as rare as certain mid-era coins. Fine condition 1992 20 pence pieces are now collectible because of their age and decreasing availability. Coins from the early 1990s are becoming harder to find in circulation, especially after the newer 2008 redesign of UK coins. Collectors now hunt for these older issues as part of complete Queen Elizabeth II decimal coin collections. Market value in dollars. Let's talk about what this coin is worth in today's market. In fine condition, a 1992 20 pence coin typically sells for around $1 to $3 to collectors. If the coin is in very fine or extra fine condition, the price can rise to $5 to $10 USD. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition, especially those preserved in protective cases, can fetch anywhere from $25 to $60 depending on the shine and clarity of the strike. If your 1992 coin has any mint errors, such as double strikes, misaligned edges, or rotated dies, the value can skyrocket up to $100 or more, depending on rarity and buyer interest. The 1992 Elizabeth II 20 pence coin represents an important era in British history. It's a snapshot of the early 1990s, a time when the United Kingdom's coinage design reflected the nation's royal heritage and modern progress. Collectors value this coin not only for its design but also for its connection to Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. Every coin from this era tells a story, and as these coins disappear from circulation, their collector demand continues to rise. Many coin experts believe that early decimal issues, like the 1992 20 pence, will become key investment pieces in the future. Future value and advice. As time passes, coins from the early 1990s are being lost, damaged, or forgotten. That's why collectors are now turning to fine and extra fine condition 20 pence coins from these years as future investment items. If you have a 1992 20 pence, don't overlook it. Keep it safe in a coin holder or capsule to preserve its value. One day, that small coin might be worth a surprising amount in the collector's market. Top 7. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1982, following decimalization. Its goal was to simplify transactions between the 10p and 50p denominations, and it quickly became a familiar part of daily life across Britain. By 1993, the 20 pence coin had established itself as a key denomination, circulating widely throughout the UK. That year, the coin featured the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Raphael Maklauf, one of Britain's most respected coin sculptors. This portrait shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a beautiful diamond crown traditionally worn for official ceremonies. The reverse design, by artist William Gardner, features the Tudor rose, a historic symbol of England, representing the unity of the nation. This combination of artistry and tradition made the 20 pence coin not just a piece of money, but a small piece of royal history. The 1993 20 pence was minted at the Royal Mint in Lancashire, South Wales. It was struck from copper-nickel, an alloy of copper and nickel that gives the coin its bright silvery appearance and durability. It weighs 5 grams, has a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, and features a 7-sided, heptagonal shape instantly recognizable by touch. Unlike later years, the 1993 mintage was moderate, meaning fewer coins were produced compared to more common years, like 1982 or 1985. This lower mintage makes 1993 examples harder to find today, especially in extra fine condition. Condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. A 1993 20 pence in extra fine condition means that the coin shows only light, where on the highest parts Queen Elizabeth's facial details, her diadem crown, and the Tudor rose petals are all still sharp and visible. Coins like this are rare because most circulated for decades, collecting scratches and dullness over time. Finding one in near mint shape is becoming increasingly difficult, especially since these coins were heavily used before the 2008 redesign. Collectors also pay special attention to any era coins, such as off-center strikes, rotated dies, or misaligned lettering, which can increase value dramatically. Market value in dollars. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the coin's value today. In circulated condition, a 1993 20 pence usually sells between 50 cents and $1 USD. However, in extra fine condition, where the details are crisp and the luster is still present, the value jumps to around $5 to $10 US, depending on collector demand. If the coin is in uncirculated or proof-like condition, it can fetch anywhere from $25 to $40 USD. And if your coin has a minting error, its price could rise dramatically, sometimes reaching $100 to $150 US among error coin collectors. In 2025, the collector market for older Elizabeth II coins remains strong, especially for pre-2008 designs, as they represent the classic era of the Queen's portrait coins before modern redesigns came in. Collector interest and history value. The 1993 Elizabeth II 20 pence is not just a collectible, it's a reflection of a time in British history. It connects to an era when Britain's coinage was still transitioning into modern times while keeping its royal heritage alive. Collectors appreciate this coin for its artistic beauty, historic design, and connection to the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Every small detail, from the elegant diadem to the Tudor rose, symbolizes the royal identity of the United Kingdom. For many, owning this coin is like holding a piece of royal history in their hands. Future value and tips. As time passes, 20 pence coins from the 1980s and 1990s are disappearing from circulation. If you own a 1993 20 pence in extra fine condition, keep it safely stored, preferably in a plastic capsule or holder, to prevent tarnish or scratches. Experts predict that these coins may increase in value over the next few years as demand for vintage Elizabeth II coins continues to rise globally, especially from collectors in the USA, UK, and Europe. Thanks for watching Worth Old Coins. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for more amazing videos on rare and valuable world coins.